Hello, everybody. You are listening to the Alone in the Dark podcast. This is episode 125, April Fool's Day. Matt.
April Fool's, Mike. So here, right off the bat, Mike, if I said to you, I want you to tell me this is April Fool's or not. Mike, I have tickets to the next New Jersey horror convention that's going on.
It's an absolute fool because you have not been to a convention. I've been begging you for years to go.
I'm going to shock you one day, but that is April Fool's. April Fool's, Mike. I don't have tickets.
Well, I have one for you. We were supposed to do this episode with our friend Joe Lascola from the Movie Dumpster podcast.
We were.
And he's not able to join us. And that's true.
That is true, unfortunately.
So Joe couldn't make it because he had to stay late for work. But we will see him in the future.
Definitely.
We're going to do another episode. So Joe, thanks for prepping for this episode and hoping to do this. I know he's bummed because he really likes this movie too.
Yes.
So that's a little trick on us that we didn't get to do this with Joe. And it's going to jump into something in a minute here that I'll explain. But so just real quick, some housekeeping stuff, Matt. We do have a Patreon.
Absolutely.
And it's fun. So if you like what you hear and this is your first time listening to us and you enjoy, or if you're a longtime listener, right, and you want more content from us, it's a great way to support us and help us keep the lights on here at the studio. And we do bonus episodes every month. We do watch-alongs every once in a while. We have a Discord server that we chat on and stuff like that. So a nice community, but jump over to patreon.com/Alone in the Dark podcast and join us over there.
Yes, keep the light. I love that we're alone in the dark, but we're keeping the lights on. I like that.
Yes, and I have an announcement that we were supposed to make last month when we were talking about the Scream episode. That's
please do.
A real bummer. So if some of you are listening to us on Spotify, you may have noticed that a chunk of our episodes are gone. And what happened is Spotify has been really tough with music rights.
Yeah.
And, you know, Matt and I are huge fans of music, and we use music.
It's central to a lot of what we do. Yeah.
Like, I'm actually shocked that there aren't more episodes that are going to be taken down. But 25 episodes of ours have been taken down from Spotify because of music rights. And I tried to fight it by saying, hey, this is like a parody thing. It's really not, a bad thing. But I was waiting for a result. And then one day I texted you. I was like, Matt, we got like 25 emails. And it was like, this episode has been taken down. So it's a bummer because we were just talking. You were like, Mike, we should do a soundtrack episode. I'm like, Matt, we can't because it will be taken down.
But we can, Mike. Tell them how we can.
We can on Patreon.
Yes, we can.
Look on Patreon. Hopefully, if you were a fan of the soundtrack episodes and you're not a supporter of us on Patreon, jump over there because you may see a soundtrack episode in the near future.
Soundtracks side 8. We're flipping that tape over again. Coming this summer.
Such a bummer, man.
I know.
A lot of our episodes, even our latest episodes, our Scream ranking with Horror Dads was taken down because we use music at the top of the episode and at the end. So you will notice that we will not play music anymore on a regular episode besides our theme song.
This just blows my mind. We're bringing attention to art and we're making people want to enjoy and we're placing it in the place where like, wow, that song's really cool. What is that? Making people find music.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're getting punished for it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
So it sucks. But one other thing I forgot to mention about Patreon, we've been doing this.
By the way, that's not April Fool's, that's real.
No, it's real. This is not an April Fool's Day joke that our episodes are taken down from Spotify. They really are. But if you do listen to us on Apple Music and other sites, our episodes are all still up there. So jump over to there, listen to us there. But one thing I forgot to mention about Patreon is we're trying to get our community to jump on. We've been like promoting when we're doing our episodes,
right?
Which we're doing, tonight, and we put it out on Patreon, like join the chat. So we'll see if we get a couple Patreon subscribers. We're going to keep doing it, and hopefully the community will build.
Start jumping on.
We have a screen that we're looking at right now that has the chat. Nobody's on there, but if they do, and you want to comment about what we're talking about, we will talk. We will bring up your name and say, hey, so-and-so said this. So please, if you haven't already, join Patreon, or if you are a Patreon subscriber, make sure you pay attention to the Patreon and look when we're doing these chats
for sure
and these episodes live so you can jump on.
Interact is the best way.
Yes. So Matt, what have you been watching, dude?
So I didn't talk. We watched this back a couple months ago, but I didn't talk about it yet. When we went to see Send Help.
Yes.
I just absolutely love that movie. You and I, first of all, we saw it the day before Valentine's Day.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It was our little date.
It was a date
night, me and Maddie.
Date night. Sam Raimi flirting with the horror space again.
Yep.
It's been so many years since probably, I guess, Drag Me to Hell, whenever that wasn't, 09, whenever that was.
Right.
Long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the perfect counter programming to Valentine's Day.
Yes.
It's the nightmare and you really the Rachel McAdams experience, like the both Dylan. What's his name? Dylan O'Brien. Is that his name?
Is it O'Brien? I think so.
But it's they're two actors. The two main leads are so
good, and like it was like a roller coaster ride.
And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know where it was going. I thought from the trailer, I knew where it was going, but I didn't know where it was going.
It was like so fun.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like such a fun episode, fun movie. You know what I mean? And it was like a roller coaster ride.
A little Lord of the Flies going on.
Totally. Some really good twists and turns. There was good like comedy too. We were laughing our asses off.
Yes, we were.
So fun. So great movie. That was an awesome one.
What about you, Mike? What did you watch?
Well, I don't want to talk about it right now, but I saw Faces of Death last night. So I'm not going to talk about it because you and I are going to discuss it a little bit, but I did watch this weekend, actually, for one night. In the same night, I watched two movies. Shudder's been promoting this movie called Dolly. Have you heard about it?
Yes, I have.
There's like an image of like a doll face, like a creepy doll face over like a woman's head.
Yep.
So I watched that from Shudder.
And?
It was shot really well. It looked like Texas Chainsaw Massacre was gritty.
That's what they're
and
saying.
Like,
yes,
it was
that's
cool.
that realism. Yeah.
But you just said the key word here, realism, because this movie had a huge lack of realism.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to give you a scenario, okay? Matt, you're in the woods. Let's say you're a female. You're in the woods with your boyfriend, right?
Yep.
Who's played by Sean William Scott, by the way.
Oh, great.
Which is so funny. I didn't even know he was in it. I was like, holy shit, here he is. You're hiking, right?
That's Stifler, for those who don't know.
Yes,
American
Stifler,
Pie.
yeah.
Yes.
You're hiking in the woods, and you get to this one section, you see all these dolls just everywhere. So it's like super creepy. You're like, what the fuck is this, right? You go to the scenic overlook, and you get split up from your boyfriend, right? You're walking to go find him, and you turn around, and you see this scary woman, big woman in this doll face. What would you do?
I'm out of there.
You would run.
I'm out of there, yeah.
Would you scream? Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. This is definitely not this actor's fault, because I know the director told her probably to do this. She looks at the woman and says, "Oh my God, who are you? What are you doing?" She's having a conversation.
How do you know the director said that?
Well, because why would she choose to do that?
Because, like you said, it talked her out of the realism.
Oh my God. So immediately, this is at the beginning of the movie, by the way, and I'm like,
no, I would high-pitched scream.
This is the choice that this woman is going to do, this actress is going to make. And I'm like, the director must have told her this, because nobody in their right mind would say, this is how I would react to the situation. So I was kind of, from that point on, I was like, let me see how many bad scenarios are going to happen in this. And there were several more. So
okay.
Creepy, cool
good
aesthetic.
Good setup.
Yeah, good setup, good location, very creepy house that she's in the middle of the woods. But it's just I don't know. Just
do you know where they filmed it?
I don't. I didn't even look because I was sort of out of it. But anyway, so I watched that. And then right after that, I watched Primate.
Oh.
Which is funny because when I saw the trailer for Primate, I'm like, what is this garbage? This looks terrible. Everyone's been talking about it.
I heard good things about it.
I put it on. I was like, wow, this is a really good movie.
Is it gross too?
It's pretty gross. Yeah, there's some good gore in it and stuff.
I got to watch it.
I was pleasantly surprised. So if you're on the fence about Primate, go watch it. It's fun.
I definitely want to see
it. And it's pretty scary. And there's a lot of callbacks to horror movies too.
Really?
There's a callback to Halloween. And there's also a callback to the original Scream too.
So don't tell me, because I'm going to see if I spot it.
I'm not. Yeah, I want you to spot them both. They're pretty obvious. Like the Halloween one is so obvious.
Yeah.
And if you've seen it already, you know what I'm talking about. But there's a really cool callback to Scream as well.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. And it's a callback. It's not like a ripoff.
All right, good. No, I'm down
so
for
those
that.
are the two that I saw. So,
All right, so throwback. What episode did you you throwing this back to, Mike?
Well,
you got the same one?
This was on purpose. My episode was episode 19.
Oh.
The VHS horror episode that we did with Joe Lascola and Chris and Lindsay Barr.
Yes.
Which was a super fun episode. And I wanted to talk to Chris about it. I should have saved it. But we'll talk when we do the episode with him. We'll kind of bring it up again.
But it's cool. People probably don't know it's an early on episode for us.
It's early on. You weren't a part of it.
No, I was not. No.
So it was just me in the studio at my old house with those guys. And I kind of knew of them because I met them at the Strauss Museum when I used to do the movie nights there, which is like this really cool Victorian house where they filmed
Beautiful.
Don't Go in the House.
Yep.
That horror movie from 1980.
79, yeah.
79,
Yeah.
80.
Uh-huh.
So I met those guys and they were into horror and I was like, oh, cool. So they were on the episode and we did a whole thing about movies that are strictly on VHS that never made it past VHS.
Yep.
Which was very fun. So that was my throwback. How about you?
My throwback is episode 43, which we did a class of 86 episode, of which this film that we're going to talk about today, April Fool's Day, played a part in.
Yes.
So if you can't get enough of April Fool's Day, and we're going to give you more new stuff obviously here, but if you want to hear a little bit more about it,
you can jump back
to episode 43, class of 86 episode, where we discuss it.
Excellent. Cool, Matt. All right, we ready to talk about this bad boy?
Let's do it.
All right, April Fool's Day, guys.
Paramount Pictures cordially invites you to a party to end all parties.
The craziest party that could ever be. Don't turn on the lights, cause I don't want to see.
April Fool.
Welcome to my home and lifestyles of the rich and undeserving. Wrong one.
Cheers.
Join 8 privileged guests who are just dying to have fun.
Wow, what is this, the bridal suite? You like it?
The ladies,
I find a use for it.
the gentlemen,
We did on the first date.
the young,
Well, basically, I possess an essential lack of seriousness.
and the restless.
You are such a jerk.
Everyone is having such a good time. It's scary.
Is something wrong?
Radio is blasting, someone's knocking at the door. I've seen so many things I ain't never seen. But know what it is, I don't want to see no more.
April Fool's Day. Get ready to party till you drop. Rated R. Starts Thursday, March 27th at a theater near you.
Guess who's going to be the life of the party? April Fool's Day, a cut above the rest.
Yes.
And on the Blu-ray, it says, good friends with some time to kill.
Yes. That's great.
There you got the shirt right there, cut above the
Yeah, I
rest.
just got this. It's great. Great. I'm psyched that I have this shirt. Matt, why do they keep saying April Fool? You notice that?
April Fool.
Right. But in this movie, they never say fools.
No, they don't.
I always say fools, don't you?
Yes, when you say it as a day, as a holiday, it's April Fool's Day. But I guess they refer to people as an April Fool, maybe. Somebody's fallen for something.
I feel like
gullible,
there's a
maybe.
scenario where they're saying it to the group though, and they still say April Fool. Like it's just weird. I never.
They dropped the S. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know-
it's
I don't know what's
interesting. I just didn't know if that was a thing, and I was like the idiot. You know
No,
what I mean?
I guess we're both idiots. then.
Yeah. Okay.
Why don't we be idiots together, Mike?
I like that. That's good.
That's why we do this.
When's the first time you saw this, Matt?
So I didn't see this in the theater. Would have been 12 when this came out.
Yeah. no,
So
me
definitely
neither.
mom wasn't going, hey, go see April Fool's Day. Couldn't get it on my own either. So this is definitely a Mikey D VHS watch.
Cool.
Probably late 80s, like 88 maybe, somewhere
Yeah.
around there,
Yeah.
from Palmer Video
Palmer. There you go.
in
Nice.
Keensburg.
Yeah.
What about you?
It was West Coast for sure, and I just remember loving this VHS that we're looking at right now. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, I just knocked over the Blu-ray.
Yes.
But that VHS with, her hair with the noose, you know what I mean?
Braided
And,
into a
like,
noose, yes.
And the knife, isn't she holding her
She's
knife
holding
on
it behind her back, yeah.
So cool. I just remember being like, what is this? Like, it was like almost a mystery.
If 1 million people didn't rent this movie because of this artwork, I would be stunned.
It was the cover, you know what I mean? It
Yes.
was my T-shirt. It was everything that I wanted to see. And I always wanted this poster,
Some
too.
people think that, me too.
Yeah.
That is a goal. That's a life goal.
Yeah.
Some people think this is the best part of the movie. There are people out there that think
Well, we'll
The-
talk
the
about that
cover
because,
is the best
this
part of the
movie is definitely a mixed bag as far as what people think about it, and if people like it or hate it, that felt tricked in the end, I guess.
Yeah,
that
for
from that
sure.
Too. And obviously, spoilers, guys, here.
Yes.
Definitely. So we're going to get there.
yeah, watch the movie and come back and
So,
listen
Matt,
to us.
this is my favorite part
it's not your favorite part.
of the episode. It is.
So
We can't play these songs anymore.
we cannot. But songs from the era. So I always go back to this is the year of 1986 when this is released.
Great
I go
year.
to go back into it was a great year. Go back into this world and kind of see what maybe the characters, how certain songs relate to some of the characters.
Sure.
Mike. So why not go right to the #1 song of 1986, Mike? That's What Friends Are For.
Oh,
By
look at
Dionne Warwick and Friends.
that could work very nicely into this movie.
I mean, why does Muffy invite everyone and inflict such psychological torture upon these people? Because that's what friends are for, right? Why
yeah.
not?
You just sang it. The episode just got taken.
It just got taken down immediately. like I said, we're musical people, so I apologize. I put some tunes to this. But the other song, Mike, it goes along really well with this is Eddie Murphy's Party All the Time.
Yes, party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
My girl likes to. Again,
I'm obsessed with that song, by the way.
it's taken down again. We just took this. The episode
Probably,
just got
yeah.
taken
Sorry,
down.
guys.
But she's throwing this bash. You know, she's got this big party. She's hosting. She sends the maid packing and everything.
Yeah,
right?
that's
So-
right.
Yeah,
right at
so
the beginning, the maid's gone. Yep.
no, we're good to go. I got
Yep.
this. We got this on
Yeah,
lockdown.
yeah. Do you need help? Nope.
Nope. Why don't you go take the weekend off? Got it. So party all the time. So those are my two songs, Mike. Nothing overtly, you know, like
Yeah.
I know last month I went a little hardcore.
Oh, yeah, but those are two perfect songs, Matt. You nailed it right on the head. So what do we got review-wise? I know you always have a fun review.
So I have two reviews here.
Oh,
one's
so we're
longer,
gonna
one's
go-
shorter.
There we go.
Yes.
One positive, one negative?
You know, I set it up that way. So I saw April Fool's Day when it was released during the slasher craze of the 1980s, and I was disappointed by this almost pointless cinematic experience. It's not funny enough to be considered a comedy. It's not gory or horrifying enough to be considered a horror movie. The characters are flat and boring, and a film like this needed fun, real characters in order for the whole surprising ending thingy to have been perceived as being worthwhile. When the surprise ending happens, I felt like I wasted my time on this gimmicky flick. A letdown. April Fool's Day, indeed.
Okay. That's, it's not harsh.
I have a feeling a lot of people felt that.
That's
way.
what I'm saying. I feel like this is like the true feelings of a lot of viewers that saw this in theaters were expecting this like super gory slasher, and they got something totally different. So I can see why people would feel that way.
The other side of that coin, Mike, is this little chestnut here, a little very short one. Casual horror viewers or those who are diehard gorehounds haven't been kind to this film. But it's quite possibly the most intelligent, best acted, and coolest of all 80s slasher films. Talk about the complete other 180.
Yeah, that's totally different.
So I don't know what camp you guys fit in. We'll get into where we are on this.
Yeah.
So this is your section, right? The
So
new
Matt,
one?
we're gonna do this thing that I started called Horror by the Numbers. Here we go.
Horror by the numbers.
All right, Matt. So we have here, we're going to start with a big number here. $13 million at the box office, okay? Turns out audiences like being messed with, right?
Okay.
$5 million budget to pull off one very committed prank. 1,200 theaters in on the joke when it hit screens, okay? So they started with 1,200. 100% dedication to trolling slasher movie expectations. People, like you said in that review, people were walking in and expecting this slasher movie, and they got something totally different.
Yes, they did.
19 times you think you figured it out and immediately changed your mind. 10 plus pranks and stage scares escalating all weekend. 9 deaths presented to the audience. Okay. So presented. And
Right.
that's where we're getting in the spoiler territory here.
Right.
8 guests arriving for what should have been a relaxing getaway. 6 red herrings pointed in every possible direction. 5 times Arch pops his collar on screen. It may have been 6. I don't know.
Arch, yeah.
3 acts structuring the whole twisted game. 2 ways on and off the island, and neither helps. 1 final twist that reframes everything. And for a first time, Matt, we have the number 0 actual murders.
Wow.
Technically.
A 0.
Yeah, there you go. Horror by the numbers.
We just talked people out of watching this.
We did.
Just now.
Just with my horror by the numbers. Sorry, guys. No, come on.
Absolutely not.
No.
Mike, I want to know, this is totally, and then there were none. This is the 10th Agatha
Yes,
Christie.
absolutely. And they reference the when they walk in, don't they say that this is like a Christie or something like that? Someone says that.
They probably, I
they
think
do. They totally do. So it's an obvious.
It's a little meta at points, I guess, right? It's a little ahead of its time in that way.
Yeah.
But in the throwdown of the 10 Little Indians and then there were none kind of throwdown, what wins, this or Clue? What do you prefer?
Ooh, that's a tough one because I love Clue.
Do you?
I really do. I love that movie. That's like, I would probably pick Clue only because I could watch Clue anytime.
Yeah.
This movie, I kind of have to be in the mood, and it has to be like April. You know what I mean?
It's your definite.
It's got to be my late February. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, same. I mean, I would probably, honestly, I'd probably pick this one.
Oh, would you?
I would.
Just 'cause
I
it's
like
from the
Clue,
horror.
but I don't love it. I don't love it.
Oh.
I do. It has nostalgia for me.
Oh my God, the actors in Clue, they're they're stacked, dude.
You know what? Maybe I'll pick Clue right now because I haven't seen it. I've seen this more, so maybe I need to watch Clue a couple more
I tricked
times.
you. Yeah.
You did.
So Matt, Fred Walton,
Fred Walton.
our buddy. When a
Director.
Stranger Calls, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that movie that, that we've talked about before that I was so pumped to watch after we read that article in Entertainment Weekly about Kevin Williamson.
Yeah.
And I was so perplexed.
The best first act ever.
The best first act. And then we get a guy walking around talking
In
to
a
people.
bar.
Yeah, he's just talking to people the whole time.
It's kind of like Slumber Party Massacre a little bit. That
A
you
little bit.
just you see Russ Thorne like it's so clearly and so openly.
Yes. So it just ruins it for me. I don't, how people could think that an audience would be into that blows my mind. Oh,
I
God.
love that you don't like Mike. Let me say, this may be top 5 locations we're ever going to talk about in the podcast.
Oh my God.
Like this Victoria, what is it?
Wait, you know what's funny?
British Columbia.
Yes. You know what's funny? You say that because, well, actually, maybe they filmed it. But remember that show? What was that show about it was like the wedding?
Yes. It was like from the early, like the mid 2000s.
I love that show.
Something Island. It was just like
Yeah,
some
Harper's Island.
Harper's Island, yes.
You almost could have this
You're right
location
about it. It really
could
is
be
similar.
like in Harper's Island.
Very similar
It's-
setting.
But I think they filmed that in the Pacific Northwest. It may have been Canada, actually. I don't even know.
But you nailed
it's
it.
like the same kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
100% right.
Oh, so good.
That's
I
a good
love
call.
locations like that. You and I are obsessed.
But a ferry to get over there.
Oh my God. It's like
Everything.
disturbing behavior. Like
Everything about it.
Oh my God. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the same area as disturbing behavior.
Yeah, but we like to talk about settings and stuff on this all the time, but I don't know. I'm serious. This would be in the top 5 of any movie we'll ever talk about.
Oh, it's location wise. Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
insane.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Produced by Frank Mancuso.
Frank Mancuso.
Jr.
Friday the 13th
yeah,
fame.
Friday
yeah.
the 13th. Yeah.
So he's dipping his toe in a different water here.
Was this like his first producing job? Because it's like
No.
No?
He had done part 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, this is the year
okay.
6 comes out.
Yes, that's
This is
right.
the year
That's
Jason
right.
Lives comes out. So he's already produced and released.
I didn't know if
3
he
or
had
4
produced at
Fridays
that
by
point.
this
I
point.
know he like worked with worked on a bunch of stuff. But
Nope, he's producing by
all
this
right,
point.
there you go.
For
Cool.
sure. So he's doing something different. Obviously, he read the script.
Yeah.
And this is counter programming to any Friday the 13th movie if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you think of this opening? Because it opens with camcorder
I
footage.
love this because you get a little bit, just enough
to hook you.
of character without anything. Like you don't need all this
Yeah.
exposition. You have them just naturally because Chaz is filming everything. Clayton
Right.
Roner is
Yeah.
Chaz.
Yeah.
He's filming everything anyway. Like
He's
a lot
great.
of times,
He's
right?
great, by the
He
way.
is amazing. He's from just one of the guys.
Yes, I love him.
So you get because Nikki says I fuck on the first date.
Yeah.
Right? And then Arch says, yeah, me too. So you
Yeah.
get that she's like, whoa, she's like really like
Yeah, fast.
horny and
Yeah,
fast. And Arch is like this
Right.
fucking funny guy, right?
Yeah.
He's a jokester. But you get that right away.
Let me ask you a question. Did you think that they edited it the other way first? Where they
Yes,
showed
I do.
Muffy in the basement with the
Yep.
Jack in the Box and stuff?
I do.
And then they were like, we need to
They
set
had an
the
idea.
tone. Like,
Yes.
we got to get people hooked in with the comedy and
Because you're right. I'm glad you brought up tone because it sets a comedic tone right
It
off
does,
the bat.
Right off the bat. Yeah.
It's not a dark movie. Like immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it could bend dark, right? We don't know where it's going because this is the first frames of the movie. We'll talk about where it goes.
Yeah, I was going to say, it gets pretty dark with baby noises, and we'll talk about it later.
Oh my God. Yeah, we'll get there. But what do you like this scene? Do you like
I do
this-
too. I think it's
the
cool.
footage?
And I love the fact that Chaz is like filming a lot of this. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And I think that's cool. Like
It is.
because we love cameras and love that kind of stuff. So like the fact that they're documenting this and Chaz is like that's his thing, is like he's a filmmaker. It's very
And
cool.
plus you get the different aesthetic look, right? And you know
Yeah.
that it's kind of grainy and
yeah.
because let's face it, video sucked back then.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
But it's like he's literally got the video camera that's like the strap
the
on
huge
your shoulder.
strap on. Yeah.
It's like the camera is like connected to the VCR
Yes.
that's recording. Yeah, it's so cool.
So you mentioned the other part of this beginning here. So after that footage, it very quickly established you get the birthday party flashback scene, right? And the
Yep.
credit sequence,
Yes.
which Muffy obviously is walking in the basement. She dismisses the
maid
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, go home for the weekend. Don't worry
Yep.
about it. Finds her music box.
Yes.
And of course, that leads us into this birthday party, or who knows, she's 5 years old, whatever she
Right.
is, right? And first of all, if you're going to have an absurdly rich character, is there a better name than Muffy St. John?
Oh my God. That's
Is there
like
a better name?
perfect.
Right?
You know, be more perfect even or
What?
close is Buffy.
Buffy.
But we get there.
Or Nigel. Nigel, get the pretty.
right. Or Chaz.
Chaz.
Chaz. Yeah.
So the music here, this is the best part of the score, honestly.
Oh my God.
Because you feel like you're watching like a Brian De Palma movie. Like the look of the movie, the
Yeah.
color scheme,
Yes.
And the way the music rises, it's like Pino Donaggio's music from like Dress to Kill or
Well, the music
The
almost
Fury.
sounds like a music box. You know what I mean?
It does. But it's beautiful.
Really, really cool.
And like I said, it's like it's De Palma-esque almost.
And we get our first jump scare of
We
the
do.
movie.
We do.
With this music box, which you're all kind of expecting,
Of course.
but you don't know. You think it's going to be like just like a simple clown or something.
Exactly. And what do you get? What do you get, Mike?
It's like a monster or something.
You
right?
get like it looks like the thing from Cloverfield. It
Yeah,
really
it's like
does.
an alien monster.
Yes.
But the best part, my favorite part, is right after this, you hear the family like cackling and laughing.
Yes, they laugh at
It's
her.
a fucked up family,
They
man.
show it too. They show them
Yeah,
laughing.
they're laughing. That's messed up, man.
But to me, I know and this shit scars.
Oh, hell
Right?
yeah, it does.
But right away it establishes that this movie is not what you think it's going to be. Because like you just said, you're going to think it's going to be a clown, right?
Yes.
Already this movie's like, no, we're
No,
this
we're
is
going to take
not.
it to the next level.
And in addition to that, Mike, I got a question.
Yeah.
Was Muffy so scarred by this? Because you're assuming it's Muffy, right?
Yeah.
It has
of
to be.
course. Yeah.
By this monster coming out of the Jack in the Box gift, that it drove her to this levels of deceiving. Like, does basically this trauma and these scars from this birthday party inform the whole rest of the movie that's going to unfold?
I never thought of it that way. I always just assumed that her family were into pranks and that kind of stuff, and that's what sort of instilled.
Oh, clearly, because
yeah.
they're all but that
But I
would
feel like-
explain the laughter as well.
Right. So I don't know if at this point when she was a little girl, was she like already used to this? Was this the first prank, or was this something that's been going on her whole
But
life?
it was like you said, that's messed up. That's
It
what you
is.
just said. And what she does in this movie is messed up.
It is.
So obviously that's where it came from,
Right.
at least some of it.
Influence,
Some of that psychological trauma carried over.
Totally.
And she's like, I'm going to make people feel the way I felt that day.
That's true.
Right?
So it's a perfect lead in to this story and
Yeah,
to
you're right.
introduce who this woman is.
You're right,
this
it
young
is.
woman is. You know
It
what I
is.
mean?
It's a good jumping off point.
Yeah.
And I really flashbacks as a habit could be really
They're dangerous.
chintzy, and they are dangerous.
They're dangerous.
It works 1,000% for this movie.
Right. Because it's not throughout the whole movie. It's
No,
literally
no.
just in this one scene. And like I said, I think this is the reason why they chose to bookend this with the camcorder footage. You know what I mean? They put this right in the middle.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like lead in. Because it would have been really dark if they started with this.
I think so too. And I
then
love the camcorder footage. I agree with
it
you
would be
100%.
confusing to go from that right into the camcorder
Yeah.
stuff because people are like, wait, what's happening? You know? So,
Now, when we say first of all, when we say flashbacks are dangerous, I want to say literature and novel writing and stuff, fine. I'm fine. But in movies,
in movies,
they can be very
visually. It's hard to pull off.
It is.
It really is. Yeah.
So, Mike, we get finally to the scene where it opens and it's the ferry, and
Yes,
it's
they're
the
all
characters
waiting for the
arriving
boat.
at the
Yep.
dock.
Mhm.
It is almost to me like a play. Characters are like running onto the stage.
Yeah.
Here I am. My name is like it's almost
Right,
like it's
yeah.
literally the audience is learning who these people are.
We get the greatest introductions. Like
You
right
really do.
away.
You
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So Arch is Thomas Wilson,
Yes.
fresh off Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Back to the
he's Biff.
Future. Biff. Yep.
Chaz, is his best buddy.
Yeah. Love Chaz.
Which we say Clayton Roner is awesome, but fresh off of just one of the guys.
Mhm.
He's the video guy and
Yep.
the camera guy.
Mhm.
But is it bizarre when when Nan shows up and he goes, "You've got great legs." Like she's wearing pants.
I know.
She's wearing like
It's
she's
weird.
not even wearing shorts or anything.
Right.
It's like, what do you wait? What?
Are you
And
that- are you
she's
that
like
hungry?
short.
Yeah.
Like Nikki's right over there. First
I
of all,
know.
your
Yeah.
girlfriend's.
You got a taller. Yeah.
and I don't know what she says. I can't. I've rewound it 17 times to listen.
She actually says something.
She says something to him about like moving along and I don't know what it is.
That's funny.
But she's obviously joking with him,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah,
but,
yeah,
but
totally.
I don't get it. So anyway, you've got great legs.
Yeah.
But she just meets Nan is somebody that Muffy knows from drama school. She
Right.
makes it-
It's like probably the least.
she knows her
close.
the least. Right.
Yeah,
she knows
yeah,
her the
yeah,
least out of
yeah.
anyone. Correct.
Yep.
But then Chaz telling Buck the fairy hand guy, like, "Hey man, your hostess Twinkie is hanging out." Again, and kisses him on
We're
the cheek.
setting up, yeah.
We're setting up the comedic tone.
Yeah, we're setting up these little pranks between. It's not just Muffy who's going to pull these pranks. They're going to kind of prank each other. That's the kind of the vibe that they've established as friends. You know?
Yes. And Amy Steele is in this from Friday 2
so
fame.
great.
Right. And then
Yep.
her boyfriend Rob.
Kit and Rob's from summer school.
Yeah, he's got his checkered flannel and his jeans.
Rob's the guy from summer school. If you remember, his name is Larry Kazamayass, which is always
My
funny
Ass.
because it's like kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass,
But he's the
yeah.
one that's like the Chippendales dancer. That's like asleep all the time. Do you
Yes.
remember that?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Well, he's buff as hell.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, and he shows it in this movie. So
Yeah.
if you're into that, guys or girls, if you're into like a guy with a build with a shirt off,
Right. And Rob is like probably going to be the most successful, right? Because he's going to go to medical school.
Well,
He's trying to get
we'll
into
talk
medical-
about
yeah,
that.
Yeah. He's trying to get into medical school.
Because I think Harvey Edison Jr., whatever.
Yeah, he's trying to work his way in.
He definitely is. He has plans. He wants to get to know Muffy, but for his own gain,
Southern
I guess.
accent, right? He's like,
Yeah, he's a
Muff.
preppy dude. He sits next to her. You need Colin 345?
Yeah.
That's where he knows her from.
Yep.
But then you have this ferryman who's basically Happy, the bartender from My Bloody Valentine. Is he
That's
not?
right. Yeah, he kind of is.
He reminds me so much
He's
of
so
Happy.
grumpy, right?
He's grumpy. He's Ralph. He's
He's that character.
right? They
Yep.
try to get to stock. That's the most stock thing about this is this character.
Yeah, that's true.
If you know, I don't know what you thought. Then you have Skip, who's really kind of like this weird character, but he's Muffy's, they call it distant cousin.
That's what they say.
That's what they say in the
Yes.
beginning, right? And he's, because I love this part because this made me think, I love movies that make me think of you, right? And when they play Stretch with the pocket knife.
Oh my God, I have a whole thing about that.
Is it not? It makes me think of Jaws 3.
Yes, I have a whole note.
I can't believe. See, I knew we would think about this together, but it automatically makes me think of you. Like, what is the game they're playing, by the way, in Jaws 3? Do you know what it's called?
Oh, it's called Standoff.
Oh, it is Standoff.
Yeah.
Okay. So I knew you would know that. I knew you would know that.
Right, but like, what is that game? That's what my note was. Like, what's with these horror movies with all these
But
made-up
Arch
games?
seems to know like, let's play Stretch. I would be going,
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck do you want to play? Like,
Right.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Right.
But Arch knows immediately.
And what is the game? Like, you throw the knife and you have to like
Yeah, but you have to
reach?
do it without falling down.
You have to like
You have to
stretch and reach and grab it, or
without
something?
falling on your ass or without falling down.
It's just so bizarre. 'cause
It is
it's very
bizarre.
similar to Standoff.
It is exactly Standoff. So immediately, I'm thinking of John Putch or that character from
Yes.
that guy from the bar.
Oh my
and
God,
Leah
it's
Thompson.
so bizarre.
So that is bizarre. But I know you love that stuff. Like little things like that.
Because
Are,
it's so weird and there's no explanation for it. And it's like, there's no history to it. There's no way to like Google it and like look
No.
up. Yeah, it's so funny.
it's a made up.
so they made it up.
The writer made it up.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
The writer watched Jaws 3 and maybe did
I
his own
guess,
version.
yeah, maybe.
So Chaz's girlfriend is Nikki.
Yeah.
They're great. And she automatically gets in her bikini. She's laying down. And of course, Hal comes over, right? And I love this little dialogue thing because they start talking about these names for Muffy.
Yes.
Right? And she's like, Muff Child, the Muffster, Muff and stuff. And he goes, Muff Dad. Like, he's completely, and she's sitting there and she has this face on like, you don't know if she's repulsed or turned on.
Right.
You really don't.
Yeah.
Like, wait, you know what that is?
Right.
You know about
Harv.
Let me show you about some of
Oh
that.
my God.
Mike, I know I mentioned this before, but so the prank happens,
Yes.
right? Not Chaz. It's Skip and Arch's prank.
Yes.
And Skip is the
because Skip's
the
the one that
quotes
gets.
distant cousin.
Yes, and Skip gets like, they throw the knife
Yes.
and all of a sudden Skip turns around and it's in his chest.
Yeah, right. Arch throws it at him and he falls off the ferry.
Yeah, it falls into the water and they
Yep.
dive in after him.
Dive in after him and they
Right.
find out he shows the belt or whatever. It's a prank, right? He takes it off. And of course the guy who Buck or whatever his name is, the ferry hand.
The ferry guy, yep.
He's jumping in after him because
Yep.
a bunch of them jumping after him.
Yeah.
Clayton Roner doesn't jump in because he's
No.
got his video camera.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend gives him shit for that.
Yeah. Chaz is
But-
holding up his camera.
I've told this before on the other episode. This is just too haunting because it really sets up the scariest thing about this movie is what happens in real life after the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because Skip is played by Griffin O'Neill. Is that his name?
Yes.
Ryan O'Neill's son.
Yes.
And he was playing a prank with Francis Ford Coppola's son on a boat about a year after this movie.
Oh, that's right. I remember you told me this.
And they
story.
get into an accident and it kills
Oh.
Francis Ford Coppola's son, Giancarlo Coppola, is killed by Skip, basically
Oh my God.
Griffin O'Neill.
Yes.
So when you watch him and how affected he is, because we want to explain this. So what happens with Buck
Well, Buck.
after they get out of the water?
Yeah.
Buck is still like trying to loop the rope.
Yeah. He's the worst like wrangler of a boat
is.
cleat.
Good thing this is
But
not.
he gets squashed by the boat and the
does.
dock. He's in between and gets squashed.
His eyeballs hanging out of his face.
But like you said, the parallel to what happened, it's like the same thing.
right, but they all think this really happened.
Yes,
Buck
of course.
gets- the sheriff shows up on
Well,
his
they
boat,
rush.
takes
They
him on
rush
his boat.
him on
Yes.
the little boat, and they go to the main island to
Yep.
take him to the hospital.
Skip is wrecked.
So wait,
He's wrecked by this.
this happened before they filmed this movie?
Yes.
Oh,
No. It happened after.
oh, I was gonna say,
But the fact that he's living out this almost
What are the
dress
chances?
rehearsal
Oh my
of what
God.
actually is going to happen. So what happens is Skip, since he was part of the prank,
Yeah.
is messed up by this happening to Buck. He feels so guilty.
Yeah.
He starts drinking when they get over to the
Right.
island to Muffy.
Yeah.
And he's living out this almost, like I said, this dress rehearsal of this guilt and trauma he's going to feel in real life
But isn't he
in a
acting?
year. Yeah, no. He's acting in Elvis in the movie, but it's almost his acting is actually what's going to happen to him in real life.
No, I understand.
Where he's
that.
probably going to drink and do all this stuff.
Sure,
but it's so haunting to watch it now.
Yeah.
When you find out what happened in real life
that
later.
is bizarre. So
It's
freaky.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So
my
did you?
gosh.
The part that always throws me is when Nikki they just see like a patch of nothing, and she goes, "Is that where we're staying?"
Yes.
Like
She's like, what? And they have that.
this is a beach. Just like a little, it's the little tingling.
I
yes.
love that. By
Me
the way,
too.
because it comes very
It's
often
a
in the
motif
movie.
that
And
comes back.
You would
Yeah.
think it would get annoying, but it doesn't annoy me.
No,
It's
doesn't.
cool.
It doesn't over. It's not overdone.
And you know what's funny? I read somewhere that sound was reused or stolen for like a Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
like,
I believe it.
Like a part of Legend of Zelda when you go to a certain world, that same sound is in that game, which is so funny.
The music is so understated in this
Oh,
movie,
my God,
but that
it's
little
so good.
motif, Charles Bernstein is the composer, very very tastily used.
Yes, absolutely.
But I don't know. They're pointing to a beach with nothing on it. She goes, "Is that where we're staying?" I'm like, "Wait, what?"
You can kind of see like stairs
You
maybe
can't
through the
see
trees,
anything.
but you can't see a house. Like they couldn't get a better shot of just like a house or something like that. It just didn't make any sense to me, you know?
So yeah. So you want to say anything else about Buck getting squashed or anything?
No,
Before we-
I just like thought, to me, like when I was a kid, I didn't think this, but now I think this. How the hell how would you pull that off? And that's the reason why I was
So
psyched out Joe
who
on here.
specifically?
Well, I think, how do they add the prosthetic on Buck's face under the water
Yeah.
and him come out? Because you know how you need a spirit gum or whatever to like stick it to your face. Like, how
I'm
do they do
assuming
that?
it was hanging on the ferry at the point where he was trying to get back on. It's probably hanging off the boat maybe
Yeah,
or
and
something,
he stuck
or
it
it was
on.
on the dock maybe. We
Right.
didn't see it.
Well, obviously,
Because
it
he's
was a
not
pl-
facing the camera either some of the time. Some of the time he's looping it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You're right. It's
Well,
very
I wanted to ask Joe, like, Joe,
far-fetched.
how long would it take for that to be applied to an
Yeah,
actor's face
totally.
and then be like, oh, it's probably like 15, 20 minutes.
And him being wet, chewing gum when he was
right.
sticking.
and
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. The spirit gum or whatever it is. Yeah.
Incredibly
Yep.
hard and
Yes.
difficult. And applied so perfectly.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we get the line when they get to the house finally, and they
Yeah, and
meet
they
Muffy.
yes.
Nan's the one who says this is like an Agatha Christie when they're
Yes,
walking
she's the
around
one who
house.
says it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So they start getting settled in, right?
Yes.
So they have that Cosmo quiz,
Yes, that's right. The
which
girls,
is really cool. Which I think they said one of the actors, I don't know who it was doing it in between takes.
Oh, and they
Fred
decided
Walton
to-
or somebody was like, "We got to
Let's
use
it.
that."
Oh, that's smart.
Like, and they actually took into account and started using it on screen
because that's a very that's a thing a guy probably wouldn't write, but like a female would say, "Hey, you know what I mean? We should do that." You know what I mean?
I think it's awesome. Plus, you get to know a little bit more about the characters. They get to bond a little bit more,
Right.
Because they're going to be together for the weekend.
Oh yeah, that's it.
But you really get to know the characters a lot in this movie. I mean, this movie's like 87, 88 minutes long.
Right.
And the first third of it is literally just people just hanging out and getting
Yeah.
there and showing up and going to their rooms. Think about it.
Sure. Yeah. They're all getting acclimated and
35
situated.
minutes worth.
It's definitely a long lead in, but it's kind of cool because you get to know each character's sort of personality trait, like what they're into. Like
Yep.
Arch is trying to get laid.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just it's kind of a cool way to set up all these characters and see what they're all about. You get the tightness of
Nan.
of Rob and
Kit.
and Kit. You
Yep.
know what I mean? You get to see that
Amy
they're a
Steele's
couple
character.
and they're strong. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and the fact that Nan doesn't know them as well as you know what I mean? She's on the outsider.
Sure.
That doesn't know them. But then you get the dinner scene, right? It leads to the dinner scene.
Which is awesome.
Which
Yeah.
is, what do you love about the dinner scene?
Well, I just love all the pranks. So the best is Arch. I really want this chair. Arch sits in this chair.
That breakaway
It
chair?
breakaways,
Yes.
but then resets. Like,
Yes.
how cool is that?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If Arch, like he just pulled off this most incredible prank on the ferry
Yes.
with Skip.
Right.
So you're assuming he's really, really good at this. right?
Sure.
So how come this this fucking idiot, why does he fall twice? Because when he goes up to his room, he falls for
does
the
it again.
same prank again.
Well, he's just sitting down.
Mike,
It's not like,
Mike.
you know what I mean?
There's no way. This is an oversight somewhere.
Right.
Like Arch just is not. I mean, he's either that stupid or
He's kind of dumb. Yeah.
anyway. I just thought that was funny that he falls for it not once, but during dinner he falls for it.
Yes.
But then when he goes to his room
Right.
as well. I mean, the doorknob he wouldn't have known about that he pulls off.
Yeah.
But then he sits back in the chair. It's like
I know,
It's
I
the
know.
same chair you were sitting
Yes.
on downstairs. Anyway,
What about, did you have like a dribble glass back in the day, Matt? because I used to get them all the time.
Where from?
I used to get them from like Great Adventure because they used to sell them in that little magic shop there.
So where was the hole in the bottom of the glass? Like, how did it hold the liquid and then like?
Well, the way it works, I think
when
it's
you
the
tilted
angle.
it. Yes.
Yeah, there's like a hole in the bottom,
Yes.
and when you tilt it, it comes. It like the angle, like it comes out. Because I remember.
Right, so it's only when they actually tip back their glass.
That's a classic. You know what I mean? Which you can still buy to this day, which is kind of sweet.
Yeah. So Muffy is really like the whoopee cushions they sit on during dinner, the breakaway chair.
Yeah,
that
or
arch,
just
the
it's
drip
like
glasses.
it's like little things here about what's to happen to set up the mood of what Muffy's gonna do. You know,
for sure.
I love this quote from Muffy, Matt. Arch is sweet, but he only has two expressions: collar up or collar down.
That is great. And by the way, when he's going to bed, when everyone's going to bed, like he totally is like,
oh, he's looking for action.
No, but he wants her.
Well, he wants her, but then he doesn't
Is
go
there
to
a past?
doesn't he go to Kit's and no,
Yeah, he does.
no, he doesn't go to Kit's room. He goes to what's her name's room.
It goes to Nikki and Chaz's room. I think.
Yeah. Like what? He's
But
gonna
they're
have this,
already
like
like
a threesome or something. What does he expect?
I don't know. But is there history between Arch and Muffy already? Or have they just flirted with it? Like
I think they flirted with it.
You think?
I don't think so. Because why would Muffy say that quote? Arch is sweet, but
well, sometimes girls say that because they fell for it,
right?
And now it's like their line, like "Don't fall for it like I did." You know what I mean? So I don't know if it is or not.
Well, he stops her outside the door.
She's not having any of it,
and she's like, "It's bedtime." You know what time it is?
She is.
And
she's
like,
playful, but she's like, "No, you ain't
it
getting
ain't happening."
Yeah. But then, Mike, the pranks start to get a little personal.
Well, it gets kind of creepy,
right?
And which one are you going to mention first?
You know, you have more pranks like the exploding cigar, the door thing that comes with the trick faucet that spurts water out.
Yeah.
The trick lights, which is great, the best one. Rob and
they keep turning the lights and it goes on.
Yes, and the other light comes on. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But when Muffy starts, I mean, you assume it's Muffy, right? When I'm going to start with what's his name, Hal.
Yeah,
Harv opens the drawer in his room,
dude,
and there's something about fog.
Yeah, 6 die in fog,
and 6 die in fog, but it's some kind of car accident as well.
Teenagers die in crash.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there was another one, woman killed.
Yes, in his drawer when he pulls it out.
Right. Closet and then the drawers.
And then Clayton Roner, Chaz opens the door by accident, and then he just immediately shuts the drawer.
Yeah. Why would he do that? Was he just like scared or embarrassed or something?
It's obvious as the movie, and this is so well edited.
Yeah.
Because the way it goes from character to characters, and what happens, Arch opens up his medicine cabinet, and there's drug paraphernalia in there.
Yeah, there's like a needle.
There's a needle.
It's like heroin. Like
it's heroin.
Yeah.
It's alluded that he's a heroin addict.
Yeah.
Formally.
Yes.
Not that he currently is.
Right.
But that he had a drug past. What does Nikki find, Mike?
Oh my God.
Whips
dude.
and chains.
Yes.
Like this whole S&M shit that's going on
it's
in
like
her life.
It's like everybody's personality, but the worst.
And then the worst.
The
Tell
worst.
me what the worst is.
Nan is coming out of the shower.
Yeah, she is.
And she hears a noise, and we all hear it clear as day. It's like a baby crying.
Very clearly.
And then but like painfully. Yeah. And then we assume, we don't know at that moment, but we assume something's up, and then we find out later that
we don't even know it's a recording at this point.
Yeah. And Nan had an abortion or something, right?
Well, we don't know right away. And
Yeah,
by the
we
way,
don't.
it's never explicit. I think that is later, much later.
It is. I think it's, she confronts Muffy at
Well,
some
when she
point.
confronts her, though, she says, "You knew."
Right.
She doesn't even say it then. I think it even comes out like later on at some point.
Yeah.
But she's like pissed off.
Well, I would be too, wouldn't you?
But how low is that?
Oh, that's so dark.
And she opens up her dresser, the cabinet or whatever of the vanity.
Right.
And there she
tape
finds
player.
the tape player, and she pulls it out, and she's like, it's so warped, man. I mean,
It's messed up. It's so messed
so,
up.
Mike, you alluded before to Rob and his success. I'm curious what you meant by, like, where did you get that he was a successful one?
Well, he talks about going to medical school, right? And I think he's about to have an interview, or he's about to hear or something like that. I forget.
He is, but so Kit is Amy Steele and Rob. They were a couple. They were messing with the lights the night before. She says something that at the dinner, I think, where she kind of downplays it.
Well, doesn't
and she
wanna-
embarrasses him a little bit.
Right. She wants to congratulate him or something. Or
Yeah, and he doesn't want. He's not ready to tell his news
he's
and
not
everything.
ready. Yeah.
But so when they go to bed that night before the trick lights are happening, they're kind of like going to bed angry a little bit. Like he's like, no, I am angry.
Right. Yeah.
She's like, I'm sorry, Anyway, the next morning, they're heading for early morning sex down by the boathouse.
Oh
right?
yeah, the boathouse scene. Yeah.
There's where this becomes a little bit questioning to me, and I'm questioning why Rob's a successful one, because I think this movie is years ahead of the curve. this existential angsty films, right? You have guys, it flirts with existential. It doesn't go the whole distance here because it's not expanded upon at all. But Rob's kind of spilling his guts to Kit on the dock about the meeting he had with his advisor.
Yes.
This is what he's saying,
Yes.
right? He feels like he's going nowhere, right?
Yeah.
He's really super insecure, vulnerable. He's not serious about his career. Even Kit's like, well, you don't try hard enough. Like all this stuff, right? It's almost like, dude, for 30 seconds, April Fool's Day literally is like laying the groundwork for like Richard Linklater movies that are going to happen. No, I'm dead serious. And Whit Stillman, these little like indie filmmakers that we're going to come on the scene and just do whole movies about this.
Right, exactly.
For 30 seconds, April Fool, like Richard Linklater could watch us and go, holy shit, that's it. That's the future of movies.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to make the movie Slacker.
There it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Whit Stillman's like Last Days of Disco or whatever. Like it's right there.
It's existential, teenagers, in college that don't know what they're going to do.
Until, Kit goes, oh, no, we're going to bone.
Yeah, let's go in the boathouse.
Let's go fuck in the boathouse. But that's a great scene, too.
It is, yeah.
Because she lays down the blanket or her whatever it is, the little mini blanket. And he's like, oh, we're doing this. And she grabs his shit. She grabs his junk.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, like immediately. He's like, ah. So then she lays down.
Right.
And what happens, Mike?
We see Skip, right?
Who the night before you didn't see, but you see him get yanked off camera.
Let me bring this up because we know what the ending is, right?
We do.
Does Skip know this is happening all along, or is he not a part of the prank at the beginning?
That's a great question.
Because
or is it just played that way for the audience?
Well, we find out at the end that Skip is actually Muffy's twin brother.
Not right. We're spoiling that, but yes, absolutely. It's to be spoiled for sure.
Right.
But in the way he heads down to the boathouse again, drunk, on guilt for what he thinks happened to Buck. So I'm thinking he's not in. How could he be in on it? Why is he feeling so guilty?
Right. But that's
is he
what I'm
just
saying.
putting that on for everybody else?
But that's why I'm asking you, because I was like, if you were playing a prank and you had a twin, wouldn't you include them on the prank, or would you actually?
I think he was in the dark about some of this stuff.
So maybe
I think he was.
Right.
Because
okay.
remember.
That would make sense.
It would, right?
Yeah, so that makes sense to me.
Because he gets yanked off camera.
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't play it
unseen.
like, oh, you came to get me and we're going to disappear now. I'm going to fake my death.
Right.
He actually thought something bad was happening. So that totally makes sense.
It does, but I don't know if it all adds up at the end.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know at what point he gets tipped off is what I'm saying.
Yes. So Skip disappears, and then all of a sudden we see him under the dock, and it's a creepy shot. I posted a photo of it.
It is so
the other
creepy,
day.
man, because
he floats.
Yes, and
right?
it looks like Kenny from Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah,
it's
kinda
makeup
does.
like
Yeah,
that. You know,
yeah.
that real pale.
Yes.
thing.
Hey, Baba Reba.
Hey, Baba Reba, right? So Kit, she thought she'd be getting one pale stiffy, Mike, but she's got an extra stiff in the bargain who shows up.
That's right. Right under. She's got one on top and one underneath.
Oh, there you go. She's in a stiff sandwich over here.
So we meet Buffy shortly after this.
We do.
And we don't know it's Buffy at this moment, or
No.
Buffy in quotes.
No.
But I love, this is the thing. I think, what's her name? Or the actress, the real Deborah Foreman.
Deborah Foreman, yeah.
She's a really good actress.
She's great.
Because she has to play two characters in this movie.
But the second one is so freaking weird. It's almost like if you take Isla Fisher's brother in Wedding Crashers.
Yes.
The artist who sits there and
yes.
It's almost like that level of weird. It's like Kristen Glover weird.
Her hair's all fucked up.
Dude.
And she's not wearing makeup, but I think she's got the dark circles under her eyes.
Definitely.
She looks like a crazy person.
But you think the audience is thinking it's Muffy.
Of course, yes.
Right, it's
Yeah.
Muffy.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it is Muffy.
It is. But she's acting like this alter ego.
She
you know
is.
what I mean?
Yes.
And it's really well done, I
It's
think.
so well done.
Even though you said it's over the top, I really enjoy it.
Oh no, it's
because-
great. I think it's awesome.
'Cause it's
Nikki,
like-
it's great.
I think it's like, honestly, it's like the best mystery is like, who is this? You know what I
Yes.
mean? When you're first seeing this movie.
Yes.
It's bizarre. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
very strange. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Mike, then you have so people are going missing, right?
Yes. People start to disappear, like in
And
Agatha
then
Christie.
I have this scene that I call Arch Gets Tangled. So I'm going to ask you this. Amy Steele from Friday 2 is in this movie.
Yeah.
Is this somehow a tribute to that guy in part 2 getting snagged up in the rope? Because it's that movie that
similar.
happens.
It's very similar. It's strange.
I think, Mike, I don't know,
we
man.
got Frank Mancuso. Do
It's
you
an
think
in-joke.
Was he like,
No,
hey,
absolutely.
Let's reuse it?
I think there is.
That is funny.
I think
really
there is.
funny.
But Mike, when he's walking back and forth,
Yeah.
and the snake is like there.
Yeah, yeah.
First of all, I don't like snakes.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like Indiana Jones.
Right.
I do not like.
I don't either. Yeah.
I mean, I don't like them.
But he's like so close each time.
But
you know?
when you get snagged and the thing's jumping at his
Yes,
face,
that's fun.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Because your ankles, hey, I can do that. I can jump and run.
Oh, you have pants on too, at
But
least.
you're stuck there, hung upside down, and there's one right by your face.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's messed up.
By the way, Mike, I don't know what happens, but after this, right? It's crazy stuff starts happening.
Yes, then
Because
it gets over the top.
It does. But I want to know from the beginning of Act 2 on, Amy Steele turns into fucking Annie Hall. Like she's wearing this man's dress shirt with a tie. Like she's doing this whole Annie Hall bit
But
with her.
that's very 80s though, isn't it?
Maybe,
Yeah.
but it's also like yuppie culture.
Okay, yeah.
Upper East Side, whatever,
Yeah,
East
but
Side
they're-
in Manhattan.
But think about it, these probably are.
But I
These-
want to know, Mike, I feel like this movie is taking the piss out of so many things. I think this movie is so layered that we haven't caught up with it yet. Honestly.
Really?
Not that you and I are stupid, but I think if we watch it a bunch more times,
Yeah.
we could probably say, oh no, they're skewering yuppie culture. Because first of all, even the kids and what they're talking about,
Right.
like you have your whole lives ahead of you and it's going to be great. Like, what are you worried about? Like, enjoy your weekend. Because when you go home, Daddy's silver spoon, whatever you got,
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
trust funds and whatever else
Right,
is going on.
right, exactly.
You got it going on, right? So I wonder how much of a dig it is at that culture in general.
That's true.
I just think this movie's a lot smarter than we give it credit for.
I could see that. I definitely could see that for sure. There's a lot of hidden stuff that we're probably not realizing.
Yeah, it's just taking the piss out of so many things, and I haven't even figured it out yet.
Yes, exactly.
So, Mike, the next thing I call, and you have it too, I see,
Yeah.
is I call it things aren't going well for Nikki.
That's true. Nikki in the well, yeah.
It's not going well for her.
It's her and Harv, right?
Her and Harv.
Yep. Mhm.
She is basically Harv decides he's not going to go down in the well, right?
Right. And the
Because
reason
he
why
drops,
they're there.
he drops. What does he drop? Something's dropped into the thing, and that they have to.
The
The flashlight? Is it a bucket?
Oh, the flashlight. What?
Well, they're getting water, right? The idea is they're getting water. The bucket falls off, right? That's
well,
right.
I think the bucket.
The
falls
bucket
in.
falls off the
because
rope.
they're getting water because there's no water.
There's no water.
Right. The water stops working.
Correct.
Or something like
Yep.
that. Yeah.
So they're going to go out to the well and get water. It severs from, it gets untethered from the
That's
rope.
right.
somehow.
The rope falls
Yep.
in, and then he's too chicken shit to go down there.
He is, and Nikki's
So
game for any. She seems
she's
like
like,
she's
I'll
game.
do it, and because there's a ladder, they find a ladder on the inside, so she walks down, and obviously,
And she falls off the ladder.
well, the ladder breaks, obviously.
and then what is down in the well?
Well, we find a couple things, but one happens to be Arch's head. That's the first thing we
Arch's
find.
head floats up. Yep.
Yep.
Bodies, heads.
And I think we see Skip.
Skip is also in
And
there.
Nan, I think, pops
Skip.
up.
Is it Nan?
I think Nan.
Because she goes off at one point before the whole boathouse thing with Rob and
Yeah.
and Kit. She sees what she thinks is Muffy,
Right.
or
And
whoever it is,
And she wants to confront
and
her.
she follows her,
Right.
and you don't see her again.
That's it. She disappears. So
Yes.
I think I paused it. It's Nan in the well as well.
It is Nan.
Yeah.
Okay,
You see what I did there? In the well as well.
in the well as well.
So that's a freaky scene.
It is though,
'Cause
because you're
it's-
thinking, oh, shit's getting real.
Oh yeah, you're like, people are dying and they're stuck on this island. It's like a perfect monster in the house moment for sure.
It is a good monster in the house moment. So they're consoling. Now they have consoling her inside, right? Muffy brings her a glass of water and she freaks out and she goes, God, not the water.
Yeah.
Because like she just
Yeah,
got
she
out of
just-
the
yeah.
water.
She's like, I'm
Muffy
not-
goes, it's all right. It's Perrier.
It's Perrier.
That's a great line. So damn funny. Again, in the midst of what just this trauma that just happened, again, they're still leading with humor. They're still got this through line.
And I think there's a conversation. They think it's Buck who has come back to get revenge because he was
Buck,
hurt.
the guy in the face. Yeah, that's right. The
Yeah.
guy that got hurt in the ferry
Yeah,
accident.
They think it's him.
Yes.
So they
do mention that.
They call the constable and he's like, no, I've been at the hotel with him the whole time. I mean, at the hospital with him the whole time.
Right, but they're waiting for the constable to come, right?
Yes.
So then I love Rob's plan because he wants to go outside upstairs in the attic for a better look. For a better look at when the constable's
it's
coming.
Very funny. That's exactly what
It is exact.
Yeah.
Halloween
He's like-
4 again stole this. See how much things got inspired by this movie?
Maybe.
There's a
We don't
lot of
know.
things here.
We don't know, but that's a good call.
So Rob and Annie Hall, Kit, go upstairs, and they find these dolls in the attic.
Yes.
Now it reminds me of
this is the smartest Blu-ray
Absolutely.
cover that they did.
That
this
Scream Factory ever did.
Was taking those dolls
Yes.
and making artwork out of that. That
It
was
is beautiful
brilliant.
right
Yeah.
here. It is gorgeous.
So cool.
My
Yeah.
favorite.
I love it.
You know,
I
the-
wish they made that shirt.
That is a good shirt.
Did they? Did
I
they make that shirt?
I don't think they did, but I would buy that shirt in a
Oh
second.
my God. Yeah.
Anyone who is possibly listening to this, make the shirt.
They might have. You never know.
but it's kind of them, right? They represent them a
Oh,
little
totally.
bit. The company that's there, the guests.
Oh my God. Yeah, it totally is. Isn't there a noose around one of them? I think there is.
I think there is.
Is in the photo? Do you see?
Oh, yeah.
One is the head missing. Well, they find them and they're like the ones
Harv.
in the well.
It's Harv because it's a premonition of what's going to happen.
No, but there's the first ones they find. They're like
dead in the
positioned
well.
like in the well.
Yes,
yeah.
they are. You're right.
Yeah. There's
But
Nan. There's
the Harv
head.
has the rope hanging
Yes,
around his neck.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, you can't tell from how quickly they show it. You can't really soak all that in.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
But if you pause it, like you
and
did
you
to
rewatch,
see Nan in
to
the
prep for an
well.
episode, you notice it.
For sure. But again, the score, that little that little thing starts to appear, right? You have
Yes.
these beautiful like little synth pad pulses that are happening. It's not even really like a score necessarily.
Yeah.
It's like those little beautiful sound effects and those atmospheric notes. Like I love it because it's just it's an audio backdrop rather than like a full score hit you over the head.
It is, and
type of a thing.
it has a purpose to it because it lets
It
you know
does.
that something creepy is about to happen or something creepy is going on. You know what I mean?
So you have anything else about the attic?
No, but I think is that when she finds the photo of the twins?
Yes, I think so.
Kid finds it in the attic, or is it like
Wait, the photo? No, that might be after they
Is
after
it
they
after they
discover
come down?
Skip.
maybe?
Or, I mean,
forget.
the Hal hanging. I mean, after that, is it after that?
Maybe I'm not sure, but that's kind of like a big point because
It
Kid
is.
finds a photo in a
Yes.
room somewhere.
Oh, I think it's in the dad's. Is it in the dad's office?
Dad's office. That's
It's when they're trying to
yeah.
shut all the windows and
Yes,
stuff.
that's right. So they find this photo, and there's two children, and at first glance you don't know, but you understand that there's definitely another child.
There's a twin.
Besides,
There's a child that's the same
besides
age.
Muffy, and we
yeah.
don't know. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a crucial part.
It is, but
Yeah.
it's played well.
It is, yeah, and it's positioned, clear as day to find them. You know what I mean?
So the next thing I have is when Buffy, like basically the Buffy St. John toward the end reveal, right? You have this whole ending that happens where shit hits the fan.
Yes.
Characters are freaking out. They're finding dead bodies.
Yep.
What's his name? Hal is hanging via rope.
Yep.
You have Nikki and Chaz, who go into their bedroom,
Yeah.
and I think he goes. No, does she go first or he goes first? I think he goes first.
I think so.
And she finds him
Yeah.
dead,
Yep.
supposedly dead, right?
Yes, exactly.
Because you don't see him get killed either.
No.
That's off camera.
Yeah, it's all yeah. It's,
Pretty much all of
they're
it's
all
off camera.
Yeah.
Which think about how easy that would be to film,
I know.
right?
That's so
you don't
great.
even need a big, huge budget.
No,
Even though
'cause-
this movie is huge, like it looks great.
Well, yeah,
It really is high
really
budget, you
Does,
can tell.
But yeah, most of your kills per se are off camera, except for like the pranks at the beginning. You know what I mean? Some
Right.
of them, yeah.
So what kind of things do they find? Like?
Well, they walk in the bedroom, they see all the blood.
Right.
They run into Harv's room and they see him hanging.
Exactly.
We talked about
Yeah.
that.
And you have that beautiful sound effect again.
Yeah. I love just the little things that that Muffy has kind of set up. So they go to get on the boat, right? Because they realize that there's a boat there and they're trying to get out, and they find that.
Oh, this is when they
letter.
come back in.
Yeah, yeah.
They come back. Yeah.
And they find the letter, and it's like that. This Buffy has escaped,
Yes.
and then they make this connection and Kid's like, "Oh my God, that's the photo I saw." Blah,
So
blah,
then
blah.
she runs back upstairs.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
So then they have like almost basically which is like a killer chase.
Yes.
Right. So it's Buffy, we assume.
Right.
And then that one scene where she's at the back door of the kitchen, though, that is freaking scary.
It is. It's
She's
very
she's
scary.
trying to break in, and
Yeah.
like Rob gets shoved inside the pantry.
Yes.
Right. That's my favorite part of the whole movie.
But Matt, we get Rob from this movie, and we get Rob from Friday the 13th.
He's killing me.
Part. Yeah,
He's killing
It's
me.
the same fucking thing.
It's awesome because, first of all, it's revealed that it's all been a big prank.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Rob is still stuck in the pantry. Okay, and he's when everyone's laughing, and Rob's like, "Oh God, kid!"
He's like, "Kid, I love you, Kid."
It's the best.
He's just yelling the whole time.
He's screaming.
And think about it, they're all in the other room, and they're just sitting there probably laughing at him like, "What an idiot!" You know what I mean?
Full-throated screams, and then not only that, and then the piece de resistance here, Buck's in the closet with him.
Yes, and he comes
appears,
out
and
with
he
the
just,
stuff. He
and
takes
he
the
puts
thing
his
off.
prosthetic and sticks
Yeah,
it on
on his
sticks
face.
it on Rob's
He
face.
still has the prosthetic,
And he runs out he runs out of the closet and he has the thing still on his face. He's
I
still
know.
like screaming.
Yeah, he has no clue.
It is fantastic. It is
Oh,
funny.
it's so great.
It's definitely worth the price of admission.
And poor Kit, when she gets revealed, she's pissed off. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
She's so mad because they're all laughing, and she's
And we
like,
find out about he's his brother.
Yes.
That Skip is in
Yep,
fact her,
Skip is the
her
twin
twin brother.
brother. Yep.
Right? There is no
And what is it, like her uncle or something is like the
Yes.
the constable, I think,
yes,
or
he's
something.
he's the uncle. Yep.
Yeah.
And there's no Buffy.
No.
Muffy and Skip is hurt,
Yeah.
right, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have the after party, Mike. Then you have what's in the trailer up top. Damn, you could play this song in any movie and it makes it infinitely better.
Yes.
Mama Told Me Not to Come, Three
I
Dog
know.
Nights version. I
I
mean, it's in
know.
Boogie Nights, which is classic. Here it comes, and you have Chaz dancing with Muffy's propped decapitated head, which she's simulating fellatio. The most triumphant thing you've ever seen. I've ever seen. Mike, he's perfected the art of getting head, this guy. Like, seriously. Fantastic. But Clayton Rohner just sells it.
It's so great.
Because it's
so
like
great.
everyone's like, yes. Like,
Yeah.
they're coming off this
It's
high of like being pranked.
But it's
and-
funny. It's like a montage scene at the end
It
of the
is.
movie.
It
It's like
really is.
It's so bizarre that it's there.
But
you know
it's
what I mean?
perfect for this movie.
Right. Like they could have put this smack dab in the middle or like in the end of the first
Before the
act.
shit hits the fan
Right.
type
They could have
thing.
been having a party scene with this song, but it's great that's in the end and they're all just
But that's why this movie breaks all these tropes.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, but for this
Right.
movie, it makes total sense that it's in the end because in every other slasher movie,
Sure.
it would not be there.
Yeah.
So again, this movie's smarter
Yeah.
than a lot of other movies that you thought.
Right. And then we get an ending, right, Matt? We get an ending here. So what do you think about this ending?
Well, I was going to ask you the same question because when I first saw Eve pop out with the knife,
Yeah.
and slash, I thought, oh shit, they went there.
Right.
They're
right.
they're actually going to bend dark at the end of this movie. But then I love it. I love it stays committed to where it is. I do. That's where I'm falling on
You
this.
said Eve. You mean Nan?
I'm sorry, Nan. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
meant. Yes, Nan.
Yes.
When it shows her take the knife, I'm like, wow, they're
Yes.
finally gonna do this.
That's what I thought too.
But I love that they stay committed,
Right.
to the conceit of the
It's
movie.
a trick knife, and she's pissed, and she's like, it's almost like you fucked with me about me being
It's a
pregnant.
gotcha for
Like,
Muffy.
I got you. You know what I mean?
I mean,
thanks for the fun weekend, but fuck you. You know what I mean?
This is as dark as what you did to me. Well, probably not even actually. It's not even as dark.
Right. Exactly.
So, Mike, here's my spoiler alert for the end of this movie. Because I know you said there's an alternate ending, right?
There is, and we'll talk about it in a minute. Yeah.
My spoiler, and it's not a spoiler because I'm just projecting here, is that the next day is totally sobering for all these characters because they leave this island and they get their shit together immediately.
They have to. Aren't they graduating? So
No,
this
but
is real
I'm
life.
saying,
oh,
this is like, I'm fucking around, we're having a great time. We're dancing around with the head. But what happened to them, honestly, has the effect of making them realize, oh, we got to get our shit together.
yeah, that's true.
We can't do this anymore.
No.
Like, so it scared them to the effect of, we got to grow up.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
well,
the
it's
last
their last
gasp.
hurrah. It's like
Yeah,
being
yeah, yeah.
adolescent. You know what I mean? For sure.
So that's where it is. After this mindfuck weekend, it's time to get our shit,
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
in order.
totally.
Right?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So where
absolutely.
is this alternate ending?
So I don't think they ever filmed it, but this was the plan.
So
and-
the actual ending is the fake out.
Yep.
When Eve, why do I keep saying Eve? Nan pops
Nan.
up behind
Yep.
her, behind Muffy. When Muffy goes back to her bedroom.
Yep. And she pretends to slit her
pretends to
neck.
slice her, and she screams and the
Yeah.
whole. And
she
it's a
really
fake knife.
she gets her.
But
But
then-
then we get that last shot of like the jester doll.
The jester doll winks.
Yeah, winks, which is bizarre.
It is bizarre.
That
I don't know how I feel about that last little bit. I don't
Right.
think it's necessary.
the wink, no. Maybe just end on the doll, cut to black. You know what I mean?
Just do a nice little
Sure.
dolly up to the
Right.
thing, and then just fade to black.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. But the original concept for this ending was way
So
darker.
what is the original concept?
So I'm reading this. This is printed right from a website that sort of like, I think this is from the writer. So,
Okay.
so what originally happened? Well, after Muffy explains her scheme to everyone and they have their "we're not actually dead" celebration, the point where the film ends, the friends all spend another night and then pack up to leave in the morning. So they're having that's like you said, they have to get their shit together. All right. While heading out, Skip, which is Griffin O'Neill's character,
Yep.
suggests that they get Muffy back by playing a prank on her for a change, and most of the others agree. The plan is hatched. They return undercover, so they all leave.
That's crazy.
They return undercover while Muffy is cleaning up, but then she is attacked for real before I guess they
By
get
an
there,
unseen
maybe
assailant.
by a mysterious
Okay.
stranger before they can really start pulling off their ruse.
Right.
There's some minor issue playing games with us again, like
this
the
is
audience.
a whole fourth act.
I know this is a lot, but ultimately they realize that someone does indeed mean to do her
Harm.
harm. Right?
Mhm.
It eventually revealed to be Skip, who came up with the "let's trick her" plan as a cover because he's the twin. I guess Muffy inherited everything, the island and the house.
Well, she's going to set it up. That's the whole thing. We didn't mention that too. Her idea is when she gets it, right?
Yeah.
She's going to get this house, and
She's
she's going to
gonna
set up
turn
as a
it in.
murder weekend,
Yeah.
the surprise weekend.
So
kinda.
I guess Skip didn't get any of the inheritance or something like that. So he's going to get revenge and actually kill her.
Which makes sense too about what we said before when he gets the assailant hits him off screen.
Yeah.
It makes sense. He's not in on it,
No,
and he's
that's
not in
true.
on any of the money either.
That's true. That checks out for sure. So
That's bizarre though.
yeah, that's a lot. Like you said, that's like a whole other act almost. How could you do that in a short period of
I
time?
have no idea. Would have taken another 20 minutes, 25 minutes. That's
Yeah.
another act of the movie.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now we're talking about a 2-hour movie, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So I understand where they wanted to go with a darker theme, but like you said, if they just ended with Nan actually slicing her throat and then that's it,
Yes.
that would be interesting.
That would be another interesting way to go.
Yeah.
But again, this movie is so against what you think or what the natural course of
Yeah.
a slasher movie would do
Sure.
that it takes it all the way to the end and
It
sees
does.
it through.
And I appreciate that.
I do too.
Respect. For,
I absolutely
for-
do.
for where they went with it and they stuck with it.
made a commitment and you stay with it.
I love it. And they gave us a little bit of like, is it? Like at the very
yeah.
end with Nan, but then they sort of like, hey, it's
I didn't need the winking clown, but up to that, it's
up to
fine.
that point, yeah, absolutely.
So, Mike, if you had to get a tattoo of this film, what would it be?
I'd get the movie poster.
I would too. No question.
Just
Your
the movie
shirt
poster.
right there.
Yep, that or the dolls. You know what I mean? But
The
I think
dolls is good.
the movie
but
poster is what sold me when I was,
Me too.
you know, browsing the aisles of West Coast Video.
even if you don't get all the people in the background, her,
Yeah, with the knife.
you know, she, with the
Yeah,
salute. What do you call it? Cheers, right?
yeah, exactly.
And the rope with her hair braided as a rope and tucking the knife behind her back. I mean,
It's awesome.
It's-
I need to get this this movie poster. By the way, I really do.
I would love,
Mhm.
honestly, to have this in your classroom. That would be so bad.
I need to get it. Even I don't care if it's a reprint. I really don't. I have to. Get
Oh no, who cares about
because
authenticity?
kids need to be educated. Teens need to be educated about this movie because.
But it's one of the best movie posters.
It is. It's great.
Hands down, it is.
Yeah. So
It's also very, very much one of those movie posters that's misleading as well.
it is.
So,
Yeah.
which I like.
That's totally.
So, what would you pair this with, Mike?
Oh, I got a good one, Matt.
Oh, I got a couple of good ones.
You always have more than one.
You know I do. I can't help it.
What do you think about The Game from 1997?
Ooh, with Michael Douglas?
Yes. Think about
Shit,
it.
yeah.
It's very similar.
It is, yeah.
You think you're getting one thing and you think it's going one way, and then you find out in the end it's not what
Incredible.
it seems to be.
I love it.
And I haven't seen that movie since I saw that in theaters.
That's David
The Game.
Fincher, by the way.
Yes, it is. I love that movie.
That's
I
his
saw it.
follow-up after Seven.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
next
I didn't
movie he
realize
did.
that was
That's the
next
movie he did after, yeah.
So The Game is a perfect.
It is a
pairing.
great movie.
Yeah.
Sean Penn's his brother.
Yes, really, really good.
No, is it Michael Douglas? Who did I say? It's Michael Douglas, isn't it?
No, Michael Douglas.
Yes.
Yeah, but is Sean Penn?
Sean
in it?
Penn's his brother. I think Sean Penn's his brother
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
He's the one that plays the joke on it.
Yes, I
Plays
think so. Yeah, he's a part.
It's
of it.
by the way, it's a great movie.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, it is.
Big budget, huge.
I mean, Fincher doesn't make bad movies, really,
No,
but
it was
that
excellent.
That one's a really, really
Yeah.
good.
So give me your list.
I love that. Okay, so Clue, you can watch it with Clue.
Yeah, that's
which is
a
a
good one.
non-horror,
Sure.
kind of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, I'm going to put another non-horror movie. This movie and The Big Chill.
What?
Dude.
Explain this.
Because these characters getting together for the weekend.
Right.
Now, because someone died. In The Big Chill, Kevin Costner's character died, and they're getting together
Yeah.
to kind of celebrate him.
Uh-huh.
But it reminds me of like a Big Chill of horror movies.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You just, instead of, you just start knocking off Jeff Goldblum, Tom Berenger, Meg Tilly, all these people. I think another one, My Bloody Valentine, is a good
Yeah.
counterpart because you have the holiday.
Right.
But one of them shows the gory side, which is My Bloody Valentine.
Sure.
But great characters.
Yes.
And in this movie, you have great characters
do.
and the non-gore.
I see
So
that
it makes
connection.
it really, really good.
I agree with you.
And my
100%.
last one
Uh-huh.
that I think you really should pair this with is another 1986 movie. Another one we talked about, I believe, on our
Trying to guess
Class of 86 podcast.
Okay.
House.
Oh, okay.
Because House, like April Fool's Day, it's like this little fever dream of a movie from the same year.
Yeah.
And it's trying to put forth something completely different
That's
from what
true.
was out there.
Yeah.
From just the same old slashers.
Right.
And audience tended to just really not really love these movies
Yeah.
upon their release because they're way ahead of their time and it flew
And
in
House
face of
was kinda
convention.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
but I think that would make a really cool double
No, that's
bill
interesting. I
of
like that.
what people were doing differently.
I like
at
that,
that
Matt.
time.
That's good. Excellent. All right, so Matt, we started a thing. We're gonna rate this thing first. Let's do that.
We
first.
should rate it.
Yeah.
So I gave mine a 3.25 out of 5. 3.25 out of 5. I was
By the
going to
way,
go 3.5, but I did 3.25.
by the way, this is funny. People like hate ChatGPT, right?
Yeah.
I use it for work and for certain things. You know what I mean? Little things to help me out. You know what I mean? I put in a whole thing. I took our rating so far.
Yeah.
And I was like, analyze these ratings and tell me stuff. We gotta read it at one point because ChatGPT did this whole thing and it analyzed the two of us and what types of movies we like.
Really?
It's really bizarre.
Wow.
It's strange. So
All
maybe
right.
on the next episode, we'll put in the new rankings and I'll read it and we'll see what ChatGPT said about us because it's kind of scary. It's freaky, but yeah. But
Mike,
anyway,
this
continue.
movie's a one. So solid 3.25. Like I'm like high on this.
Solid? That's
Like-
not solid.
Yes, it is, dude. Three and a quarter out of 5.
3 is solid.
This is above it. Slightly above solid.
When I think of solid, I think of a solid number. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I don't think of like a point or whatever. But
It's a
I'll give it to
fraction.
you, but I'm just saying.
It's a decimal or a fraction, however you want to look at it. It's a little unicorn chestnut from the 80s. It's a curiosity to most people. It's forgotten. Nobody talks about this movie. Absolutely no one. Much more of a suspense comedy than a horror movie. I suppose a lot of people, like we said at the top, probably left the theater being a little pissed off.
Yeah,
and feeling like the April Fool's joke was on them.
Yes, totally.
Mike, I got a question here.
Yeah.
Is this the biggest case of cinematic blue balls ever in film history? Where the audience is literally jerked off for an hour and a half and never brought to climax?
I think you've nailed it. Yeah,
It's almost my horror hot take. It's not, but
Yeah, that would have been a good hot take. Yeah.
I don't know, but it kind of
It's a little
disgusting.
dirty. Yeah, how are we gonna post that on Instagram?
But I think that's the part of this, the cleverness of this movie.
Yeah.
is that it is a trick after all. Like one that makes you go back and watch again and again, not to figure out how the magician did the trick, right? But just to enjoy it, the unfolding.
Just go
of it,
for the ride,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this film, think about it. This film is punk rock. You're
kinda
releasing
was.
this movie in the middle of the '80s when it was,
Slashers are huge.
it's the golden age is over, but you're still having the Freddy's and the Nightmares, Elm Streets, and all the releasing. They're
and
still
the
releasing.
gore is just getting bigger and bigger.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you released this movie in the middle of that.
I know.
How punk rock is that?
It's pretty tough and it's daring. for
It
sure.
broke. I mean, I think it deserves all the credit in the world from breaking from that formula.
Yeah.
So that's why I gave it a 3.25.
I gave it a 3.5.
Ooh, so we're very close.
We're right there. Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
I love this film.
Me, yeah.
And I always look forward to it. This is on my yearly watch every February. I'm excited.
It's your film
I'm like-
habit, right?
Yeah,
For this time of
absolutely.
year?
Looking forward to it. But there's like something every time I watch it, I kind of just wish it went darker, like we talked about. You know what I mean? I wish that there was that ending.
There's a part of me that does.
But then there's also that part of me that appreciates that they didn't, like you said.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not my favorite, horror movie, but it's definitely like right smack dab, like close to the middle of how I feel about my
yeah.
love. You know what
That's
I mean?
fair.
Yeah, definitely. So Matt, we started a thing last episode when we did The Conjuring,
Yes.
and we came up with this thing called the horror hot takes. We're going to do this every episode, right?
We make a bold statement about the movie.
We make a bold statement and we put it out to social media. We put it out to our Patreon subscribers and we ask them to vote. Okay.
Yep.
Whoever wins the horror hot take gets to go first for the next horror hot
That's all it does. It's with bragging
take.
rights.
It's just
and
bragging rights. Totally. So our last for The Conjuring, your horror hot take was
My God.
Vera Farmiga,
Vera Farmiga should have won an Oscar.
An Oscar.
Yes.
And
in 2014.
mine was the Annabelle opening scene is the scariest part of the movie.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So the results came in, Matt, and it looked good for me at the beginning when I was watching the stats. It quickly changed tunes pretty fast. So it was 80% your horror hot take.
What?
20% mine.
80-20?
80
Okay.
to 20.
I'm shocked by that.
Not even
honestly.
close to half and half.
Okay.
So anyway,
So a lot of people pulling for
congratulations.
Vera. No, it's not for me. It's for Vera.
It's true. Let's give it to Vera.
That's-
But it's
it's
your
all for
your
free.
hot take.
All
So
right,
I
so it's
appreciate
my
it.
hot
So
take.
Matt, so for the for next month's episode, we're gonna set the vote again in about a week or two. But what is your hot take
So the people are going to be voting on these hot
on
takes
these
for April Fool's Day.
Day? What's your hot take?
This has the most polarizing ending in 80s horror cinema.
Huh. That's a pretty hot take.
I like to take hot takes.
All right. That's cool.
So this has the most polarizing ending in 80s horror cinema.
All right. So that's Maddie's. Mine is the audience is the actual victim of April Fool's Day. And I know that
Is that a hot take?
you don't think it is?
I don't know. I like it. I like it.
Because it's saying like, even though I love this movie, I think the audience is the victim because when they see it, they're going to be disappointed. Because if I showed this to my students,
So then that's your hot take. Most people would be disappointed when they watch this movie.
I guess
That's kind of
yeah,
in
it's
the same
my
run.
fancy way of saying.
I like
it.
that.
think
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
That's a hot take.
Right.
Like pretty much everybody would be disappointed watching this movie. Like a lot of people.
Yeah, not everyone.
Not
but
everyone,
I think
but, yeah.
I think, like a fresh
majority.
audience is going to see this and go, really? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. There's our hot takes,
I like it.
guys. Yep. Mm-hmm. Excellent. So, Matt, this was fun talking about this. You know what I mean? It was great. So, guys, before we get out of here, don't forget to check our Patreon at patreon.com/Alone in the Dark podcast for bonus content and more creepy goodness.
And make sure you vote for our horror hot take of the episode. We need to know who got it right. Me. Or who was completely out of their mind.
Someday I'll say me. Also, if you're enjoying the show, leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify if you want to support those guys since they cut us off. It really helps more people find us lurking out, and on YouTube as well. You can give us a rating on there.
And remember, if you find yourself alone in the dark, that's where it ends.
See you next month, guys.
Take care.